What's up, everybody? This your man right here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, one of the original Road Warlords, and as always, bringing you the knowledge and dropping the science in this industry of what we call trucking. But not tonight. Not tonight. Tonight, we got to go in on everybody's favorite fellow. Hey, Brandon. Hey, I got your pictures, man. That thing looks beautiful. I guess you're gonna get a chrome bumper later, but man, that layout right there, I mean, fantastic, beautiful, beautiful, man. I mean, I hate that happened to you and stuff, man. I hope that doesn't happen again, but man, very beautiful. That is a beautiful setup, man. Very beautiful setup. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we got the we got the WTF. I'm gonna call it the WTF series. We got the WTF series going on tonight, and well, person up on the chopping block tonight is everybody's own favorite conscious truck driver, Mr. Trucker Brown. As y'all come in, give me a sound check. Let me know that everything is okay, and we will go ahead into tonight's dialogue. See, chrome bumpers on back order for 8 weeks. Okay, all right, yeah, well, hey man, listen, that was a very beautiful alternative, man. I mean, hey, I know it. I know it kind of sucks. I know it kind of sucks, but man, that is a beautiful setup. That is a beautiful setup. But in any case, like I said, nobody's above criticism. Certainly not myself, but I mean, he's been saying this thing for quite a while now, and so I mean, I respected Trucker Brown because he came out first by saying that the things that he said was opinionated, right? I'm saying if you opinionate, that's cool, okay? You got a right to your own opinion, but when you start stating things as it being a fact and you don't have any information behind it, now you're trying to present yourself as being an authoritarian. And so one of the biggest problems that we're having in this industry is that you got non-owned operators out here trying to tell owned operators about their business. I mean, it's flooded, man. Okay, well, yeah, that's good, man. 6 days, that's okay. That's all right. 6 days, that's all right. That's all right. 6 days and stuff, man. Yeah, I mean, for to look that way and stuff, yeah, flawless, flawless, man. I mean, dude, I would keep that guy in mind and stuff for future projects, cause he got that truck looking good. But this is the thing that we've been running into in the trucking industry. We got too many non-owned operators out here trying to tell owned operators about their business. And we're just simply saying that the things that you're saying, right, doesn't add up. It's not making sense. And then we got to show and prove, right? We got to show and prove that the information that we're talking about is indeed factual. Okay? So why do owned operators have to show titles? Why do they have to show titles and ownership? Because you are the very people that are out here, the naysayers, that tell us that the trucks and the trailers are not ours. The trucks and the trailers are not ours. So when we bring you the receipts and say, well, okay, well, it doesn't get any more, it doesn't get any more factual than this, right? We got to bring the title, we got to bring the receipts. Where are yours at? Because you naysayers, y'all don't have anything but your own opinion. And that's cool because we've been out here trying to help you guys from the beginning. You want to jump into this own operator thing, okay, that's fine, that's wonderful. But you can't do it your way. You can't do it Red Rooster way. You can't do it a Trucker Brown's way. You got to do it the way of the business. And so when we have this information and we put it out there, it's not trying to put somebody down. It's just to get you caught up the game. Because if you're over here in a lease program, right, then I'm understanding what your situation is, and that's cool. Many people have to start out that way. Many people have to start out that way. But you know, the intention is not to stay there. The intention is to elevate and grow. But most of you guys getting these things, most of you guys, you naysayers that get out here and start talking about their own operators, y'all get into these positions and you start getting comfortable. And you can't deny it because you talk about it based upon the very things that you say. This is not something that comes from Red Rooster. This comes from your own words. I'm just collecting them up and stuff and just giving it back to you. So trust me, when I say that, when I go in on them, I'm not going in on nothing personal. It's nothing personal. It's the business. It's what you actually said. We see where you stand in business, and so you get out here and you start to challenge people. You start to challenge people, and so you know it's a no-win situation for you naysayers. It's a no-win situation. You say that we ain't got ownership. We show you we got ownership. Now we just throwing it in your face, but you're the one telling us that we ain't got it. And then if we don't show it, oh man, they're just keeping the information for themselves. How come they don't, how come they don't share the information? I'm trying to get out here and get mine too. Okay. But it's a no-win situation. It's a no-win situation. And so, I thought, man, hey, Trucker Brown, I thought this guy I thought he had it down pat based upon what he was doing, but we're over here in 2022 and he ain't got no ownership. There's no ownership. So I'm saying is that you could have stayed where you were many, many years ago. You could have stayed where you were, took your brand, right, and incorporated with that, and you still would have been ahead of the game. Because one of the things that Trucker Brown said that I say I respected and I thought that he was going to stand on it, he said it himself. He says, if I have to get to the goal, right? If it's going to take me 5 years to sacrifice to get to the goal, right? To take it easy the next 25 years, that's what I'm going to do. If it takes me 5 years of grinding to make sure that the next 25 years I don't have to do anything, I don't have to do all that grinding, that's what I'm going to do. I said, man, he got the right concept. He got it down pack and stuff. So I'm like, I even had to go and defend it. Like when they started talking, oh well, Trucker Brown is homeless and stuff like that. I said, no, this man's on a mission. He understands because his circumstance allows him to do that. I said, man, this guy's gonna win. He's gonna win. He's gonna win with that type of thinking. But then when he started to put those things into action, it started becoming something else. And so, I'm like, I didn't say anything because I said, well, there has to be some kind of rhyme and reason to it. And he's gonna prove these guys wrong. He's gonna prove them wrong and stuff. And I say, I'm glad that I'm gonna be on the side that supported this dude. Keep on grinding, keep on doing your doggone thing, sending words of encouragement. Don't give up. Hey man, I know you're down right now and stuff. Yeah, you showing the downside of trucking. I mean, we all been there, but you ain't gonna always be there. You're learning your lessons and stuff. You learn what not to do. And the thing is, you're gonna take that information, incorporate it, and make yourself a better businessman because of it. At least that's what I thought. But his actions indicated otherwise. His actions indicated otherwise. There was things, again, he said himself, that made things very questionable. Okay? He was a company driver, and then he decided, just like many people back when quality was just giving anybody a truck and stuff, hey, come on over here, sign on the dotted line, take it to wherever, just give us our money every week. He decided to get into that. And he got his truck, the Ritz-Carlton. He got the Ritz-Carlton and stuff, and he began going to certain places, hauling containers, and, you know, bad mistake. Very bad mistake. But again, when you're not experienced, or what Be Smooth say, if you're not seasoned, you're gonna be prone to making those mistakes there. But you're gonna see the error, and you're gonna move yourself away from that. So he did the thing with the Ritz Carlton. He started taking a whole bunch of L's and stuff like that. And so then he meets up with Lowshine Parks, another very questionable guy and stuff. Another very questionable guy in the industry. In fact, a lot of the phone calls and stuff I get is because you know Mr. Lowshine Parks, perpetrating the fraud, Mr. Perpetrating the fraud, and so they get mixed up. And so I mean, the thing is that he got up with the master teacher, Mr. Casanova, 601. They start politicking, they start dialoguing. I'm like, I wasn't, you know, I'm just saying. I mean, it was things that was questionable, but you know, we had what was called wise counsel. We had what was called wise counsel, and so our folk told us what to do in these situations, not to get ourselves involved in it and stuff like that. And so they partnered up. They partnered up. They started doing their thing. Hey, we didn't. YTTA. We know what that came from. We know where that idea came from. Which was Casanova Roar. It was Casanova Roar. But I mean, again, Trucker Brown didn't have nothing to do with that. But it's all on who you associate yourself with. It's all on who you associate yourself with. And so y'all started beginning to build your brand and stuff off of that. And I said, okay, all right, that's cool. You know, it is what it is. Y'all sat there, took the man, y'all sat there, took the man's vision, went and twisted it right on up, and then turned it into something that it wasn't even supposed to be. And then, you know, it was supposed to be doing all right for a little while, and then it just fell right off. So, he couldn't make things work with the Ritz Carlton. All right. So, he took the Ritz Carlton. He turned it in over there in Indiana. And so, next thing you know, he started driving that car west of Indiana. He took the car west of Indiana, and I grabbed my head and started shaking. I said, man, I know where he's going. I know where he's going. And just sure enough, he went right over there to Prime. He went right over there with Prime and stuff. So he right over there with Lowshine and stuff. I mean, that's where all the YouTube truckers and stuff were going to make things happen over there, to make their own operator dreams come true. You know, Prime gave them a platform to go over there and do their thing. And so, a lot of your, um, YouTube truckers, that's where they came from. They got some affiliation of working over there or being contracted or whatever and stuff. So that's where everybody was at. So that's where he went. And so I said, well, maybe he'll figure something out over there. And he did. He got hooked up with Edine Cole, one of the greatest financial analysts and stuff at the time. And so him, Lowshine, and a couple other guys got hooked up to him, and he started teaching them. He started teaching them on how to get their credit and stuff straight. You know, giving them financial literacy and stuff like that. I said, okay, all right, I see what he doing. I see what he doing now and stuff. All right, he getting his stuff in order. He getting his house in order. Again, Trucker Brown's circumstance allowed him to do that. His circumstance allowed him to do that and stuff. So he's all in. And I'm still believing in what he was talking about, that 5-year plan. That's all right, cool. You going with that 5-year plan. You got ED and Cole on your team now and stuff. Y'all over there getting your stuff right. You know, you're doing videos. You're showing and proving. You're showing and proving and stuff. You know, okay, this used to be my credit score, but here my credit score is here now. So he got hooked up with him, and so in a kind of weird change of events or whatever, Lowshine decided, he said, well, look, I'm out, I'm leaving Prime, I'm going somewhere else. And so um, Trucker Brown gets out of his truck and gets Lowshine's truck. He gets that brand new custom truck, that Carolina Panthers truck. I'm like, man, oh boy. So I'm looking at it and stuff. I'm saying, okay, all right, what's his move gonna be? He got Edine Cole clean his credit and stuff up. He got this truck over here, so he put it in the wind. He started grinding. He took advantage of every single opportunity that was over there with Prime and stuff, man, to boost up that to get that money together. And then the next thing you know, he turned the truck in. He turned the truck in and stuff, and so it was a little bit of stuff of he had a small intermediate period and stuff, right, which he was getting himself prepared for. It was time to execute the plan. It was time to execute the plan and stuff. And so he got up there and he told people what he did and what his next move was going to be. I said, all right. I said, man, he did it. He went right over there. He stayed laser focused, right? Even though it looked like he was comfortable, and stuff, he was grinding the whole time. He got his paper together and he was ready to make the next move. I said, all right, because he listened to Mr. Edine Cole, told him, I guess he told him and stuff, man, what his plan was. Edine laid out the foundation, told him, okay, if this is the move you're trying to make, then you need this, this, and this. And so he obviously went and got it. Turned that truck in. It was a shot, you know. But then he made another mistake, which I'm saying what he did actually made a bad reflection on Edine Cole. And so the only reason why I think that Edine Cole signed off on it was because he was thinking that Trucker Brown was moving towards that plan that he laid out for him. And so he put up this video saying, I got Trucker Brown approved for a truck. And when I seen the truck, I was like, oh no, dude, why did you sign? No, man, why did you sign off on that? Why did you sign off on it? You are a master financial analyst. You are a master financial analyst, and so you got yourself associated with the fact that you got Trucker Brown the truck, but then the truck in the background, I'm like, when I seen the symbol on it, I was like, no, man, no, no. Why did you associate yourself with that? But that put a real negative damper on Edine Cole's business. It put a real negative damper. So Trucker Brown again, in his own words, He got dirty red. He got dirty red. Why did he get dirty red? Why did he decide to go that route? Because he said that he didn't want large truck payments. He didn't want big truck payments. That's why he went and got dirty red. Because he didn't want big truck payments. Okay? So he's with an outfit now. Now he's not with Prime. He's not a Prime with any more stuff. You know, he's at a grown people's uh um he's at a grown people's business and stuff where you got to put in your own work. You got to put in your own work and stuff. You know, you got to search for your loads and stuff. The only thing that they doing is they're giving you the tools necessary and stuff for you to run your business. Everything after that, you know, that's on you. That's on you. So he got dirty red. But again, the reason why he said he got dirty red was because he didn't want high truck payments, which I said was not a wise move based upon how Trucker Brown moved. Trucker Brown at the time was on his grind and stuff, right? Now I'm saying, dude, how you gonna sit there and have a solid gold credit score? You're gonna have a solid gold credit score. You still in grinding mode, right? You are here, there, and everywhere type of person. You picking up loads in the east and you're going to the west. You pick up stuff in the east and you go to the west. So there was really no lane, there was really no specific lane that he was running. He pick up east, he go to the west, which means that he didn't get the concept of stuff down about what it really means and stuff to make business, to make money in this business. Long long miles for supposed long money. And so him and Lowshine, they teamed up. I said, okay, well, again, you know, it's questionable. I mean, you know, you sitting here in a used truck, you're sitting here in a used truck and stuff, and so I'm like, all right, I guess the deal is supposed to be y'all partnered up, and then you got this low truck payment, and so y'all splitting it amongst each other, and so you're doing things for high profit, for high gain. So I thought that the plan was, even though that didn't have to be the plan, y'all was gonna run that truck for a certain amount of time, and then you was gonna go out there and get you something brand new. The only person that followed through with that was Lowshine. Lowshine got smart. Lowshine got smart. When he got his bread together, he went down to the Freightliner, or I believe Western Star, and gave him that $5 grand. They gave him that brand new truck. So okay, he went over there and got that brand new truck. I said, well, all right, you and Lowshine, y'all around each other all the time. It seems to be that y'all politicking about business, right? You got to be politicking about business. So I'm pretty sure that that question had to come up to say, uh, um, the question had to come up to say, man, hey, man, listen, let's just cut this nonsense out, right? I already see how you running. I already see how you grinding, right? Get this truck back. Let's just get his truck back and stuff. Let's just go down there, get you a brand new truck and stuff, man. And now you ain't got to worry about breakdowns and none of that stuff there. Well, if you got any kind of breakdowns, that's okay because it's covered under warranty. It's covered under warranty and stuff, man. I mean, you know, what we're doing is enough. What we're doing is enough to make this make sense. You know, he stayed consistent for the most part. You know, he was having problems and stuff with the dirty red. But you know, the thing was is that I mean, to get a used truck and stuff, to get something with low payments, that means that, well, you know, you are talking about staying in a specific area, running a specific lane. You're not going to be putting a whole bunch of miles and stuff out there. You know, we laid out the signs and stuff and told them, hey, man, listen, if you're going to be a here, there, and everywhere type of person, like, dude, you grind too much. You grind too much, you grind too hard, man. So if you're going to be out there, you already made the decision of being out there. So you might as well get something that's going to be reflective of your business. Go ahead and get that brand new truck. Go ahead and get that brand new truck and stuff, man, because it's going to be a better payoff in the end. Because you don't have, if you got to break down and stuff, then that's okay. The only money that you need is, for motel expenses and stuff like that. A little downtime, but it's nothing you ain't got to put in the truck. But you're learning while you're earning. It's brand new. They're gonna jump right on and get you in and get you out of there, and then you back out there making money. Because as you ride and you're thinking, and as you're thinking, and you're in that business mode, you're gonna get into a point to where you say, well, okay, how can I sit there and do a process of elimination to make things more easier in business? But I see people don't think that way and stuff, right? Especially on the content that he was putting up. On that content that he was putting up and stuff. And so, the people bamboozled him. The people bamboozled him where he was at and stuff. They gave him a trailer. They gave him a trailer and stuff like that, and they signed off on it and said, "Well, yeah, hey, look, the trailer's good to go and stuff like that." And so he gets the trailer, and so now you got to take it back in for an inspection. And now they gave him this used trailer. They want him to put all this money into it and make it brand new. They gave him this old used trailer, and the inspection was good on it. He ain't had no problems with it. But then now he takes it back in for an inspection 3 months later, 4 months later, and now he got all these problems, and it's gonna cost astronomical amounts of money and stuff to get it fixed. I believe it was around 10 grand. So he had to make a decision. He had to make a decision, and so he sat there and talked to Woody. So Woody told him to come on over there to RST, which was another mistake that he made, because a company you go from a company that does grown people business, right, to now going to a carrier that tells you where to go. Oh, it's your truck, it's their loads, and you ain't got too much of a say so. Okay, well, hey, Chris is gonna run me. He's gonna make all the decisions and stuff for me. So what was Trucker Brown's speech? Hey man, listen, it ain't no point of me trying to get out there and do all that grinding if they're gonna do it for me. Those was his words. What's the point of me sitting there looking for loads and all this stuff? They got the loads. They got the business. So I'm going to go over there. I'm going to let them worry about it. And so everything started going down since. Everything started going down since. So I'm like, okay, so he's over there with Chris now over there at RST, doing work for Prime and, running over there for Prime and stuff. And so now all the YouTubers start going over there to RST. Everybody breaking their neck to go over there to RST and stuff, man. Oh man, RS, Chris couldn't even hire people and stuff, man. Oh man, they love RST more than they love Prime. You know. So Dirty Red and stuff starts to Dirty Red finally gives up the ghost. Finally, it just finally gives the ghost up and stuff. So I said, all right, Trucker Brown should have enough in his reserve to make that ultimate move and stuff and do like what Lowshine did, right? He should at least have that. I know his credit should be straight enough. What does he do? He talked to Chris. Chris throws him in the quality truck. I said, it's over with right there. So it's game over. It's game over. I knew when Trucker Brown got in that quality truck with RST, I said, man, this whole own operator thing, it ain't nothing but a facade. It ain't nothing but a facade and stuff. And so ever since then, every piece of information that he put out there and stuff, oh man, this own operator stuff, it ain't what it's cracked up. It ain't what it's cracked up to be. It's just everything negatively. It's just everything negatively. But the one thing I never seen Trucker Brown doing stuff was stand out on his own to go get his own equipment and come back over here to the same people, because he had enough of a following. He had enough of a following to solidify wherever he went to. Because when little guy went to RST, They gave him the best of the best. Okay, hey, little guy, huh? Even though you got less subscribers than Trucker Brown, huh? Here's your brand new truck. Here's your brand new truck. Okay, the man quits the company. The man quits the company, goes over there to Travel Loco. This is little guy now. Goes over there, drives the man W9 and stuff to the truck show. He drives it to the truck show. He leaves, go right back over to the RST. Chris says, you know what? Hey, man, I already had you in a brand new truck, but I'm going to go get you a newer truck. I'm going to get you a newer truck. Even though Trucker Brown got more subscribers, even though Trucker Brown is more loyal, even though Trucker Brown finished out that quality contract for me, the best I'm going to do for Trucker Brown is, all right, you can lease one of these used trucks. You lease one of these used trucks and stuff like that. So then now he started having falling out with another YouTuber, right? Um, what's that guy named? Little Dog. Little Dog. Now, to go back a little bit further, they already knew Little Dog's get down and stuff. The first truck show that they went to up there in Kentucky, him and Lowshine, they had they said that Lil Dog said some stuff kind of funny and out the way to him. And the thing was, they was about to handle business. And the only thing that saved Little Dog was Sinister. Mr. Sinister the trucker was the only he was the one that stopped that whole thing from going down. They say it was some disrespectful stuff, some disrespectful dialogue that came from one another, whatever. But the thing is, later on, what did they do? Him and Lowshine, him and Lowshine, they breaking their neck to try to get interviews with Lil Dog. Years later, they breaking their neck, bending over backwards to try to get interviews and stuff with this dude. Now at the time, Lowshine was growing. Lowshine was growing and stuff, man. And this dude that didn't even work for RST. At the time, Lowshine had what, 5 trucks? So you got a million and a half business going on. You got a $1.5 million business that's going on with RST/Prime, and Little Dog with one phone call shut everything down. He shut everything down and stuff. Him and Trucker Brown had to go and stand tall before Prime. Everybody was trying to get put on with Trucker Brown and stuff. Like, hey man, dude, hey, look, hey, we want to do interviews and stuff and whatnot, but he wasn't feeling it. But who they was breaking their neck for and stuff was Lil Dog. And we already told them the dudes get down. But they kept breaking their neck and stuff to go, oh man, we need to have a trucker alliance. We need to have a trucker alliance. Let bygones be bygones. And so the stuff that happened, it even got to a point to where Trucker Brown business started getting sabotaged. Somebody went over there and started messing with his truck and cutting his def lines and stuff, all because of some incident that was going on with him, Lil Dog. It got so bad that he had to hire Edine Cole and stuff, right? It got so bad he had to hire Edine Cole and stuff to tell Little Dog to back up. A man that ain't got nothing to lose, that's working for a completely different carrier. This man ain't even got a truck anymore. And he shut Lowshine's $1.5 million business down and was messing with Trucker Brown. So that's what they had to do to get this little guy, and stuff down. I mean, this what he had to do and stuff, right? But the thing was, they gave him a lane. They gave him a lane and stuff. The Ike Stevens incident. The Ike Stevens incident. All that stuff was going on. All that stuff was going on. So we were saying, like, we were trying, we trying to get this dude protection. We trying to give him protection and stuff, but at the same time, it's things that he's doing that's compromising everything that he's doing. And so, so I just had to throw my hands up and conclude. I said, man, this dude, he just a bunch of talk. He just a bunch of talk and stuff, man. I mean, he gets up here and he gets up here as an intellectual, thinks he knows what he's talking about and stuff. And so, I mean, you let him have that because it's opinionated. But then when he gets to the own operator side of things, now he's supposed to be an authoritarian. But you set your own self back in business, and yet you still getting up here and you thinking that own operators are going over here and chasing you and trying to show you that we got ownership of our equipment, man. Look, you're not the standard, man. You're not the standard. You're not the say all and be all. You you're not even in this. You're I mean, you got a following. You got a following on YouTube and stuff. I give you that right there because it was opinionated. Yeah, I was one of your day ones. And I respected your content because it was truthful and it was opinionated. Nothing that was really laid in fact. Okay, hey man, listen, this is how I feel. This is what's going on with me. All right, cool. So, you tell your story and stuff like that. So it ain't no point in trying to go back and forth. Hey, man, look, you feel that way. But then when you start to venture off into the business sector, things like, hey, man, all right, I'm in this thing too and stuff. Maybe I can give you some insight to push you a little bit further. And it's like you get into these situations and whatnot, and it sets you back. And now you got a bug up your tail because you're saying, well, hey, own operators can't do this and own operators can't do that. When the fact of the matter is that, yeah, if you're a supposed own operator going over here and working for Prime and RST and well, basically that's it. When you're going over there and stuff, yeah, it's very difficult for you to be an own operator and navigate. Very few people can go over there and do that type of stuff. Very few people. And they ain't gonna make no exception for you, even though they should have, because I mean you got enough of a following to make people break their necks to go over there. But they didn't show you no mercy. They didn't show you no mercy. So, you get out here, you run, you know, things start getting a little tough, just like it does in any lease program and stuff, you might have, you had a bad week, so now you got to go there and holler at Chris and stuff to see if he can do some deferments just so you can get a paycheck. Just so you can get a paycheck. But then when we start looking at them truck payments and stuff like that, you say, well, okay, I wanted to go, I didn't want high truck payments and stuff. And so now you back making high truck payments. You can't do it for yourself. You can't do it for yourself, but you can do it for everybody else. You can do it for Chris, you can do it for Prime, but you can't do it for Trucker Brown. And you got the credit score to do it. You got the grind to do it. The only thing you got to do is just go down there, give them folk that money and stuff, get out there and do what you got to do. The truck's not going to break down on you every single time and stuff, but even if it does, you're still going to be prepared because it's not going to be as hard as you think. If it's brand new, it's under warranty, which means that you become priority. You become a priority and stuff. And then what also helps you out is the fact of the people that you leased on with. Well, hey, look, I got this brand new truck, but I'm also leased on the Prime too. Okay, yeah, we're going to bump you to the front of the line. We got to get you in and out of here. You know, use these things to your advantage. But it's like, well, okay, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to just get comfortable. I'm gonna get comfortable and stuff. And so, okay, you work on your brand. That's good. But you never incorporated your brand into your business. Everybody else that did it benefited. I'm like, well, daggone, you should be doing the same thing. I mean, people find you interesting. People find what you talk about and stuff, man, or constructive, somewhat. But you never really dabble into the business side of things. And I'm saying, okay, that's cool. But the reason why you never really dabble into it is because you really don't know. You really don't know. And that's cool and that's all right. You know, if you cool being a company driver and stuff, be that. But you know what? Stay in your lane, man. Stay in your lane. You're not the authoritarian when it started to talk about own operator issues. We don't have to come over here and show you anything because if we do, you don't even understand it. I mean, it's like talking to, you know, it's a grown up talking to a preschool child. You don't understand the ins and outs of business. You don't want to learn it, and that's okay. Just stay in your lane, man. Work on your brand. That's cool, man. But nobody's going to you and showing stuff off. What you're seeing, what you're seeing is the very people that sat there that you were saying were naysayers are out here doing these things in real time. You see them out there purchasing trucks, purchasing trailers. And just like the rest of the naysayers and stuff, right? You got, you know, you got to put your 2 cents in on something that you don't even understand. They put the work in. Yeah, they got their cash together. They got their trucks and their trailers, and they got the hooks up. They got the hookups to their people, and they got yeah. We know what it mean. We know what it means and stuff when they say cash truck. So like I said, I hope she's in here. I hope she's in here and stuff. And like I said, I mean, take this as a learning lesson, right? I'm not bashing you to say that what you're doing is wrong. I want you to excel because what you doing, you done moved to the next step. Y'all done got hooked up and y'all buying trucks. You're shutting the naysayers down. What can they say? What can they say? Oh, you ain't got it? It don't get no more solidified than that title. It don't get no more solidified than that. What are you gonna say? Oh, it ain't yours. It ain't yours. It know what it means and stuff with the cash truck. Trucker Brown could have been in that, but Trucker Brown decided he wanted to go another route. He decided he wanted to get comfortable. He decided he wanted to get comfortable, and so in his comfortability, what did he achieve in all this time? He got to start over from scratch, or at least come to the conclusion to say, this is as far as I'm going to go in business. This is as far as I'm going to go. And that's okay. That's all right. So the thing is, stay in your lane. Leave the own operators alone, man. Because we tried to bring you along. We tried to tell you, man, hey, listen, dude, what you doing ain't right, but you got the right, you got all the stuff that's in play. Put it into action. Oh, you trying? Well, Rob Lowe ain't got to do that. I ain't trying to own nothing. What happened to the 5 year plan? What happened to that 5 year plan? Sacrificing for 5 years so you could chill for the next 25 years. Homelessness and all that stuff. Dude, I've been there. I've been there. When you were saying that thing, I was implementing that plan. I was homeless. I was homeless. I didn't have no home. But what I was doing was grinding and stacking my paper because I said when the time comes, right, I'm gonna be able to drop. I'm gonna be able to drop my money and I'm gonna be chilling for the next 25 years. Man, a house now is running you $350,000. A basic house now is running you $350,000, and they're talking about 40-year mortgages. 40 years. 40 years. So you got 5 years. You got 5 years of grinding, right? You got 5 years of grinding. So after that 5 years, you got everything that's in play. So if you want to make that move and stuff, man, go ahead and drop that money. I got the house. Now I'm done. I ain't got to do nothing with the house. It's my house. You got the house and stuff, so whenever you're ready to go to it and stuff, you can just go to it. That's the 5-year plan. Work, get your money. Forget this. Hey, no, I'm not doing no mortgage. I'm not doing no mortgage. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm paying for the house cash. I'm paying for the house cash. And I'm done with that. I'm done with it. I got ownership of it. Oh, well, ownership ain't important. Yeah, I guess it ain't important and stuff, man. When you don't reach the conclusion that it ain't gonna happen because of the places, that you want to spend time at. We've been trying to help you, man. We've been trying to guide you. We ain't trying to take over the operation. You're the one that's saying that, hey, look, this is what I want to get into. So this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. You do it for everybody else. Do it for yourself. What's wrong with that? Just like you put all that hard work into your brand, right? You know, you could do that into the trucking thing too. Like I said, don't get it twisted, man. Don't get your brand twisted. I respect your brand because it's opinionated. But at the same time, you're not the authoritarian when it comes to trucking just because you got trucker in your name. We're taking the time, energy, and the resource to give you this information for the sake of moving you ahead. We don't want to see you fail. We don't want to be looking 5 years, 10 years and stuff, and you still in the same position talking about the same thing. You gotta disdain now for own operators. Nobody's trying to show off. The thing is, we done left you, dog. You should have been right. You should have been right on up here with us. Your brand should have been incorporated with your business. And there was no doubt in my mind. I said, man, if anybody's going to have a carrier, it's going to be Trucker Brown. It's going to be Trucker Brown. There was no doubt. There was no doubt in my mind. But dude, I'm sitting over here and I'm looking now in 2022. I started following Trucker Brown back in 2015. And you start, and I'm saying it's like to start, dude, you should have been way ahead of the game now. You should have been way ahead of the game now. What's up with that philosophy, that way of thinking, dude? I took Trucker Brown to be more intelligent than what I thought. At least on the business side of stuff. Opinionated, okay. I mean, yeah, you can speak on, I mean, we speak on worldly events and stuff like that, but I'm saying on the aspect of business, I say he gonna get it, right? Because he's the prime candidate. His circumstance allows him to do it. His circumstance allow him to do it. So I'm saying capitalize on that and guess what's yours? But he got too comfortable. I don't understand it. Them prime trucks, boy. I'm like, I don't know what it is and stuff, man. I mean, people get in them and I mean they just get comfortable. I mean, geez Louise, man. I mean, very few people making this stuff. Like I said, I mean, Be Smooth, Be Smooth and Woody. But Brandon, just understand, son. You came in 7 years ago. Trucker Brown Trucker Brown has he has almost 90, he got almost 100,000 subscribers. If he would have took that and incorporated into his business, man, he would be a powerhouse. Man, forget Asian mind. Forget Asian mind. I'm like, man, Trucker Brown would be that dude. He would be that dude. But the only thing he's that dude in being is just getting up here talking about own operators and saying, man, we coming to him. We coming to him and showing him what? We showing him what? Talking about, oh man, if you got it like that, why you got to show it? It just should be privatized. No, it's not privatized. If you're the one that's inquiring about it, you're the naysayers and stuff is saying that, well, okay, we ain't got it. Oh, the truck ain't yours, the trailer ain't yours. Okay, we show it. Now we're showing off. Now we're showing off. Y'all are the naysayers. It's always the people that ain't got no kind of inkling into being an own operator and stuff that could tell everybody what it means to be an own operator. I don't get it. No truck, no trailer, doesn't have anything to do with nothing, but you got the most stuff to say about being an own operator. And I'm saying, how does that make sense? You went in it, you tried it, you failed. Okay? You failed. That's okay. In order to succeed, you got to fail. You got to fall flat on your face sometimes. But the thing is that your circumstance allows you to keep pushing forward. Your circumstance allows you to do that. But I'm saying you taking this time right here and just squandering it. But then you over here hating on the people and stuff that are taking the opportunities to say, man, look, let me go ahead and get it now. Your time was 5 years ago. Now you got to start. He got to start over from scratch. He got to start over from scratch. You got to implement that plan and stuff again. I know it's like, dude, God knows. It's nothing hard. I mean, I know it's hard to start over, but I'm saying is that you can get it so quickly because you did all the work. Your credit should be straight. Your credit should be, I mean, perfect. It should be perfect. Should be at least a 900. It should be at least a nine. In this inflation, he should be able to go. He should be able to go to any dealership and say, "Hey man, listen, I want a truck. What you need, man? We'll build it. Give us a week. How you want this truck?" He was talking about that super sleeper. He probably get 3 of those trucks. But if he get the truck, he don't know what to do. He don't know where to take it. He don't know where to take it because you ain't gonna make it over there at Prime. You ain't gonna make it over there at Prime. And I'm saying, why would you want to take it over there anyway? Because I understand I'm leased. I don't have my own authority, and I let folk know that. But the thing is, just because they take care of certain things and stuff for me, that's an option. That's an option. That's an option. Because if I want to take care of these things and stuff myself, I also know how to do it. I sat in there, I don't watch this stuff long enough, but the thing is, right now, why bring sand to the beach? Why bring sand to the beach? I know when it's time for me to make my move and stuff, I'm gonna make it. But meanwhile and stuff, I'm gonna take full advantage of everything and stuff that I have. Is it time to make a move yet and stuff? No, not right now. Not right now and stuff. Yeah, the industry isn't doing so good. It ain't doing so hot. And that's okay. That's okay. That's just the ups and downs in business. It's gonna be like that. But the thing is that you prepare yourself on a business setting so that when the hard times and stuff come, this has not been a profitable year. It's not been a profitable year. But it doesn't mean that I just park the truck and just shut down and stuff and that's that. Because things are a little tough. Money is a little bit hard and stuff to make. I done been in these situations before. And if you stay in business, that's what it consists of. It's gonna be a lot of downs and stuff in it. It's gonna be a lot of downs in it. But man, when you up, you up. When you up, you up. When the consistency and stuff is there, hey man, go ahead and capitalize on it. If they got you a lane and you can solidify that lane, man, go ahead and get it. Go ahead and fill that refrigerator up with food. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stay out a month, stay out 2 months. Because the thing is that when you got what you got and you go ahead and you implement that plan, all right, I ain't got to get it as hard now. I ain't got to get it as hard now and stuff because I done grind and got it from times before. I mean, I had I had respect for the guy. I had a lot of respect for the guy. But it's all gone now. It's all gone because Trucker Brown really believes that he is the authoritarian. He really believes he's the authoritarian. That we got to go over here and show this guy and stuff, right? We got to go over here and show this guy and flex on him. We got to flex on him and show him, okay, when yeah, I got my own truck and I got my own trailer. No, that ain't it. Nobody's flexing. The thing is that hey, we're just showing where we are in business. And so if it's a time for us and stuff to buy equipment, all right. But we got to get those naysayers. We got to get those naysayers and stuff because the thing is they come to us. We don't go to them. I'm not on this guy channel and stuff, man, commenting and talking about what he can and can't do, naysaying and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, you can do that. But they over here bothering all the own operators. I say, okay, where's your truck and trailer at? Oh, you ain't got one. It's the same thing, just like when you go to the racetrack. When you go to the racetrack, it's the same thing. Everybody always talk about that they can beat this car and they can beat you, they can gap you. Where your car at? You ain't got one. So then why you over here talking to me then about this imaginary thing that you can do to me? Go get your car and stuff, man, and set up. If you ain't got it, man, go over there where the spectators are and stuff and have a seat and enjoy the show. Now you notice, like I said, you don't have to break into this guy personally. You don't have to say anything about his personal life. Just take his words and use it against him. What was all these things and stuff that you were saying? Because when they bring it to you, you ain't got anything to say. Okay, now you're back being opinionated. That's cool. Stay there. But let the business folk be business folk. We not flexing. We not flexing. We don't get any kind of enjoyment and stuff, man, over presenting titles and all this other stuff here. You are telling us that we don't own the equipment and we got to show you that hey, here's the title to this truck right here. It don't belong to nobody. Yeah, this is my truck, this is my trailer. Because you coming to me and you telling me that it ain't mine and I got to show you, yeah, it is. So it's like I said, no win situation. If we don't show it, then well, oh man, that truck ain't his. He ain't got no ownership to it. He ain't got no ownership to it. You present the ownership, oh man, now it's something else. Just lead, just like I said, if you're a company driver, if you're a company driver, leave the own operator sector alone, man. If you don't understand it, if you don't agree with it, that's cool. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone and stuff, man. Talk about something else because you keep putting this information out here, and then we got to go over here and we got to correct the wrongs because there are a lot of people that are really inquiring about trying to become an own operator, but they're over there listening to you and thinking that's what the business is about. That's what the business is about because hey, you got a lot of subscribers. Okay, that's cool, but is your information on point? Is your information on point? Yeah, you could be opinionated. That's cool. You can be opinionated, that's cool and stuff, but man, when you start speaking facts, you better be on point. Because we start bringing up these receipts and stuff and saying, well, hey, okay, why you got a bug up your tail against own operators? Well, I know now because, dude, you've been taking a lot of L's, a lot of them, and you didn't even have to do it. You didn't even have to do it and stuff, but you put down the master teacher. You put down the master teacher and stuff, man. You had the greatest of the greats amongst you that was guiding you in the right direction, and you were saying, okay, no, I'm going to go another way. I'm gonna go another way because I think I got this thing figured out. And you can't go that way. You can't do it. There's too many people that tried it and stuff, man. That's the reason why they fail. You don't want to be a statistic. You don't want to be a statistic, but all of a sudden, well, I'm gonna be an exception to the rule, and well, here it is. You go over here, you work for this company for a little while, and things don't work out, and then you're going over here to another company, and then you're going over here to another company, you're going over here to another company. Next thing you know, man, I'm like, I know it's got to be hard filling out them applications. I know it's got to be tough filling them applications out and stuff, man. Like, dude, you got to sit over there and stuff. They want all your work history. Hey, man, listen, I'm gonna need another application and stuff, right, to fill this stuff in. You don't work for daggone 10, 11 people within a 3-year time period. I'm not saying him specifically, but I'm saying there's many other naysayers that talk about this own operator thing. And then you got some people, and then you got some people that I'm saying like you genuinely want to. I see you really want to do it, but then when I sit down and talk to you, it's like you got it figured out and you're doing things wrong. And I'm like, you posting about it. I'm like, dude, wait a minute. Let's let's slow some stuff down here. Let's slow some stuff down here. Oh, he just people trucker coach. Yeah, he just a lost cause. He just a lost cause. Trucker coach just a lost cause. He is, man. This dude is he just a lost cause. And there are some people like they're just a lost cause, man. And then you got some people that like they have that drive, but they just want to be pointed in the right direction. And I'm saying like, hey, dude, listen, I got my truck. I done had my truck for 5 years. I done had my truck for 5 years. When I got the truck, it had 480,000 miles on it. To this day, I put 1,020,000. I put 1,020,000 on it. So let's do the math. And so I started breaking the math and stuff down. And I'm saying, okay, well, there's the problem right there. A lot of you don't know how to read and write. A lot of you don't know how to read and write and stuff. So if you don't know how to read and write, that means you don't know how to read contracts and do math. So we got to get that skill up to par, which is real quick, which is real quick, because most of your contracts is going to consist on math anyway. So we start breaking these figures and stuff down and saying, okay, well, here's what your overhead fee consists of. This is what your overhead fee consists of every week. So you got to have that before you start making a paycheck. So now the next thing is to look into the operation itself and say, okay, do they have an operation that's consistent enough to make sure that you pay for your overhead and become profitable too? Because you're starting out from scratch. So right now, going home and taking time off and stuff, that ain't you right now. Your thing is to go over here and capitalize on the opportunity that's given to you and stuff to make this money so you can move to the next step. You don't need to be in a lease program 5 or 6 years later. This lease program and stuff, it should be from 6 months to a year. 6 months to a year. You should have everything you need. Move to the next process. Okay. That gives the credit people enough time to get your credit and stuff straight because this the first time that's going into business, so things are not as bad as what they seem. But you got to let the professionals do their job. Let them do their job and stuff, man. And you do it what you're good at. Transport freight up and down the road. because you're trying to move to the next step. And when that time comes, right? When that time comes, you can't be talking about, oh man, I need another year because I'm too busy sitting in the lounge and stuff like that, playing basketball, chilling in these motel rooms and stuff, doing absolutely nothing. Buying stuff, going in the chrome shop and stuff to make my truck look good and ride comfortable. Stop being comfortable. Quit trying to be comfortable. The struggle is real and stuff, man. Yeah, you need that pressure on you every day. You need that pressure on you. You need them focus stuff on you every single day, pushing you and stuff. So you can have a bad taste in your mouth and stuff. It should be a bad when you get in this lease, it should be a bad taste. Man, doggone, man. I hate that I ain't got no capital. So I need to go out here and get this capital, get my credit stuff straight. just being comfortable all the time. Just being comfortable all the time and stuff. And next thing you know, a year done came by and yet, okay, well, I guess I gotta do this thing another year, and then you got another year, and next thing you know, you done completed the lease. You done complete the lease and stuff, turning it in, and now, okay, well, hey, get the latest, greatest new truck. But we got to raise them payments up and stuff. You were sitting there paying 26, you're paying 26 a week. Now you're paying 3 grand a week. You're paying 3 grand a week and stuff. And so, if you get your business and stuff together, you already used to paying that type of money, but now you can use it to your advantage. If you know how to navigate through that, if you know how to navigate through these lease programs and stuff, then man, when you get something from the bank, even if they charge you high interest, it still ain't gonna be nowhere near what you was paying in that lease. So you already know what to do. You can be fleet oriented. Like, okay, well look, in that case, you might as well give me 2 trucks. I already been used to paying this money so far. I already been used to paying this money so far and stuff, man. So use it to your advantage to move towards ownership because it is important. And I don't give a doggone what anybody say. That's nonsense for a person to sit there and tell you that ownership ain't important. Because the people that you work for, the people that you buying the things and stuff from, they have ownership. They have ownership. I mean, if you can do that, if you can do that and stuff, I mean, hey, I mean, it would be nice to say yeah, I'm a truck driver, but I also know how to work on trucks and stuff too. I know how to tear down this motor. Yeah, it's a nice concept. It's a nice concept, but it's not a reality and stuff, man. I mean, you leave it to the professionals. Just have a squad on your side ready to do what needed necessary. If you want to help them out, that's okay to expedite the process. But you can't be all as much as you want to be and stuff. You can't do it all. You know, a lot of us think we can be good CPAs and stuff like that because we understand these tax codes. But I'm like, man, no, dude, get you a good CPA. Get you a good CPA and stuff, right? Get that good understanding between them and then let them worry about that. Because if they good, because if they good, just like you are transporting freight up and down the road, they're a good CPA and stuff. Let them do what they have to do to make sure that you are right in business. You can get an understanding of it, but I'm saying let them do what they have to do. Listen to them and stuff. Bring the information and stuff that's in there. I wish we could do it all in trucking. Trust me. I wish we can do it all, man. Like, shoot, this thing break down. Yeah, let me go get my tools and stuff and turn a few wrenches, get my own parts and stuff, man, and send myself on up the road. But dude, you just ain't got it every day. You ain't gonna be a ball of fire. You're not gonna be a ball of fire. You ain't gonna sit there and drive a truck for 600 miles. You ain't gonna drive a truck for 600 miles and then talk, my man, I'm gonna go ahead and jump on the hood and change the oil. Like, man, screw all that. Let me run up here in the TA and the petrol and stuff and go and pay this money and let them do their thing and stuff. Cause dude, I am tired and I got a long day tomorrow. I got some negotiating, some phone calls I got to make. There's things I got to do right here in my positional field. So I'm gonna let them do their thing and stuff like that. And I'm gonna do mine. But yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. I mean, hey, make your content however you want to make it. Make your content however you want to make it. But the thing is that dude, you know, don't get up here and make yourself look like a fool, right? Messing with own operators because you are definitely not the authoritarian in that. You're not the authoritarian in that and stuff, man. I would just say, you know what? That's just something I don't talk about. That's just something I don't discuss. We could talk about other things, right? Yeah, some things I'm doing in trucking, some things I experience. But man, dude, leave that authoritarian stuff alone because you know nothing. Nothing. You had the opportunity. You didn't want it. That's cool. Okay? You're gonna let it pass on by? Let it pass on by. We're not flexing. We're not flexing. We're not saying that we're better than you. But at the same time and stuff, man, look, hey, if we are increasing our stock, if we're increasing our stock, there are people that want to see this. They want to see the process. They want to see the struggles. They want to know the ins and outs and stuff, man. And so, I mean, people who understand this and say we have the time and stuff to do it, that's what we're going to do. You're just going to have to deal with that. You're going to have to keep dealing with the fact that you're going to be seeing some of the people, a lot of them you don't like, which is cool too. They're going to keep on buying trucks and buying trailers and having ownership and stuff, and that's just the way things going to be. I'm sorry. It just a lot of us just got that drive. A lot of us just got that drive to be successful. And we going to keep on doing our thing and stuff, man, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. So I mean, if you want to keep on putting the content out there and stuff, talking about own operators coming to you, then by all means. But I mean, that's not the reality. Own operators are not coming to you because what are we coming to you for? What do we gain after going? What do we gain from going to Trucker Brown and showing that we got ownership of equipment? He's just gonna sit there and make up another line. Oh well, no, they ain't getting it like that. They not getting it like that because if they were, they wouldn't be showing it off. Well, okay, we're not showing it off. We're just putting it to rest for the people who sitting there saying that. Well, no, you can't do it because it seems like the ones that saying that you can't do it, they are not in any position to. They're not in a position of ownership. They're not in any kind of position of ownership, man. So it is what it is. We just putting it to rest and stuff on that. You saying no, it can't be done, and yet every single day and stuff, another video goes up and stuff of another person reaching their goal. Well, hey man, look, I bought my trailer today. I bought me another truck today. I got me a few contracts today. I got my own authority today. You know, every day it's not gonna be a bad day and stuff. Everybody's truck is not gonna be breaking down every single day and stuff. Because even if it is and you get it all fixed and stuff, guess what? It ain't gonna be breaking down no more. All right, time to grind and get this money up, man. Now oh man, he ain't making the money and stuff like that. And then you put the settlements up, and what's the first thing they go do? Hey, IRS. Yeah, IRS. Yeah, you got a guy up here on YouTube and stuff, man. He posting these settlements on up. Hey, look, let me show you. Let me show you. Yeah, FMCSA. Yeah, can I get the FMCSA? Yeah, I'll hold. Yeah, it's a drive up here and stuff, man. They show a lot buying a whole bunch of trucks and a whole bunch of trailers, man. I mean, I don't know. I think they need to get investigated. And the only thing they doing and stuff is just showing you, well, okay, in this particular sector of business that you saying that we can't get it, we're showing you that we're getting it. This is what they're paying us. So when we put a certain rate and stuff out there and say, "Oh man, y'all ain't man, you ain't making but $1 a mile. You ain't making but $2 a mile," and then I'm showing you a rate confirmation saying, "Well, look, I'm making $6, $7 a mile," right? Because I know how to negotiate. I understand what the lane pays and stuff like that, and this is going to be the price right here because this is what it costs to operate. This is what the tolls is. This is what the fuel is. This is what the taxes is going to be over here and stuff. And we got to have this to move this freight. And if you ain't paying that, then it just ain't going to be moved. Okay, but yeah, there's plenty of people out here that run that $1.50 a mile and stuff because you figure that's all you can get. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to be shutting your doors and stuff, man. You in the hole. We're not saying this to be arrogant. We're telling you that, look, this is what you got to have to operate. And if you're not getting it, right? If you're not getting it, then your doors will be closed because you're not going to have the money. It's as plain as simple as that. Oh man, you ain't getting that. You ain't getting that. Sure we are. And you supposed to be getting it too, but when we go into detail and stuff, we find out that hey, you're not the one that's negotiating. Somebody is negotiating on your behalf. And so, oh, we don't need rate confirmation sheets. We don't need rate confirmation sheets. We don't worry about that. Oh no? Okay, well, then there's your problem right there and stuff. You ain't got nothing to go on except what these people are telling you. But I know that, well, this is what I'm getting because the first thing I go to ask, hey, look, I need to see that rate confirmation sheet. If things and stuff ain't adding up, because man, this is the operational cost here, and you telling me that this is what these people are paying to get this freight moved up and down the highway. Diesel fuel is $6 a gallon, and you talking about that, man? They're paying $2 a gallon prices. That's nonsense, man. The price goes up and stuff. Operational costs have to go up too. They understand this, and as a negotiator, you're gonna put that out there. And if they want that work and stuff done, they're gonna pay it. Problem is that you got, you don't think it's important. Well, look, I'm gonna let them worry about that. I'm gonna just drive the truck. Okay, then just be a company driver. Then you don't have to worry about the business aspect of things at all. But here's your problem here. You're a company driver, but now you want to put your 2 cents in about business, about how things should be, how they should run you or whatever. They are paying you to drive the truck. That's it. You're getting paid to operate that equipment. That's your job. They're not interested in what you think or feel or the business aspect of things or whatever. If that's the case, they'll tell you get your own truck, own trailer, own contracts, and then you run the business however you want to. But if you're working for me, this is what it's going to be right here. You can take it or leave it. Man, shoot, they got me sitting over here for 2 and 3 days and stuff. That's the business. That's the business. You decided you want to be a company driver? Okay. So you want to jump into this lease, but then you still want to keep those company driver habits. Okay, you still got to pay these fees and stuff. You still got to pay these fees, but then when you start talking about the business aspect of things, oh well, no, we'll take care of that. We'll take care of that. You go sit in the truck. You go sit in the truck, and when we find you a load, we'll send it through your phone or your computer, or we'll call you and we'll start, discussing things and stuff like that. Okay, rate confirmation sheet. Oh no, don't worry about that. Don't worry about the rate confirmation sheet. Don't worry about the rates. We're gonna make sure that we're getting you the best. We're getting you the best freight for the best price. And then you're up here complaining. And then you're up here complaining about the fact that man, hey, this industry and stuff, man, it ain't doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, well, you start getting around business people. All right, hey man, look, let's do an examination. You got any rate confirmation sheets? No, they don't allow us to do that. Huh? So who find the loads for you? Oh well, I got a dispatcher. Huh? So you don't do no negotiating whatsoever? No, they don't allow us to do that. Man, let me take a look at your contract. Oh, contract. Hey, what's your overhead cost weekly? What's the overhead? Oh my God. Whew. Okay. And I'm saying this not to feel bad because once upon a time, Red Rooster didn't know these things either. Red Rooster didn't know these things either. But I want to get you caught up to par and stuff so you don't get beat like I did. That's all. Not to make not to make myself seem superior or more smarter than you. I want you to get up to the same level, man. I want you to win this. I honestly and truly want you to win this. But you got to get some chastisement, man. It's got to come with some chastisement, especially when your information is untrue. It's got to come with some chastisement, man. The things that you said and stuff, you got to answer up for it. That's what's going to make you a better business person, man, by understanding, yeah, I got faults and stuff. I'm going to own up to it, and I'm going to be a better business person. I'm going to be a better person, man, ready to receive this. But you want to listen to people that ain't got no equipment. Company drivers just like yourself, just inquiring about things and stuff, done lost it all and saying, man, you know what, it ain't worth it. I understand the horse throwed you off the back and stuff, but you don't want to get back up there. That's cool. But some of us and stuff, we get thrown back, we get thrown off, man. We get right back on there. Come on, give it to me harder. Because you ain't throwing me off this time. But quit trying to be an authoritarian, man. I mean, hey, you're an intellectual. I get it. You articulate with your speech. You know how to compose yourself. I do too. This whole what? This whole 81 25 minutes, you ain't heard me say not one curse word. I may have raised my voice a little bit, but the thing is that it didn't stay there. I didn't use no N word and none of that stuff there. So, hey, we know how to do this. I understand you're an intellectual, but the thing is, quit trying to be the smartest person in the room, man. You ain't gonna always be the smartest person in the room. That's okay. Because you're not gonna know it all. It's a time to talk and it's a time to listen. Right now you need to be listening. If you want to get into this own operator thing and get it right, otherwise that, yeah, keep going on with your same notion. And where did it get you? Because you ain't no close to ownership and stuff than you were 5 years ago. So it's time to take a chill pill and stuff, man. Leave the own operator stuff alone. Nobody's going to you. Nobody's coming to you. You're just seeing people that you have differences with winning. That's all it is. There are people that you have differences with that are winning. They are winning. They went over here and bought a cash truck and they're building it from scratch. So instead of trying to peep up this knowledge and stuff and say, well, you know what? Okay, yeah, that's a smart idea. I could go that route there. Yeah, no, that's just another own operator up there flexing. That's another own operator there flexing and stuff, man. They're doing this because of me. They're doing this because of me. Yeah, okay. They're over here making $20,000 a week and stuff because of you. Right. Okay. That makes sense. They're buying trucks and trailers and stuff, right, to try to prove to Trucker Brown that they're own operator. Right. Okay. Mr. Authoritarian. Makes plenty good sense to me. I know you don't. It's certain people and stuff you don't like. I mean, hey, I get it. There are people out here that I don't like. There are people out here and stuff, man. I mean, I have differences with and stuff, but the thing is that if they're growing, if they're growing and they're doing their things and stuff on the business aspect, then man, hey, I give you your props. I give you your props. Ain't no point in trying to say, oh man, they're just doing this to try to prove me wrong. Yeah, they're trying to prove me wrong. That's all there is. They're not making it like that. They're not making it like that, even though they're showing them settlements and stuff, even though they practicing what they're preaching, their actions are certainly a clear indicator. Okay, all right, well, hey, business is concluded and stuff. I think we're gonna go ahead and take us a trip out of the country. Oh, they're not making it like that. Oh, look at what they're doing. They don't even have a place to stay right now. Okay, well yeah, it seems like that now and stuff, but then when business done concluded, okay, that house bam just came out of nowhere. No, I'm not gonna go the 40-year route. Nah, I'm not gonna do the 40-year route. I'm gonna just go ahead and pay cash and stuff and be done with it. I'm gonna pay that cash price. I'm not gonna do the 40-year thing. So no need of getting lawyers and closing costs and stuff. Here's your money. Let's just go and cut the check and be done with it. Now go ahead, move on in. You know, something that would take you 40 years to do, I just did it in 5. You know, because I gotta be home like that to do what? To get up here on social media and stuff, when I could be taking my time, energy, and resource and putting it towards getting an understanding of myself to put myself in a better position. No, I'm the authoritarian, so everybody has to come to me, and we got to check things out. And if it's not the way that I think it is, if I don't like this person, then, well, it's not true. Do you have any science to substantiate your claim? Nope, you don't. Oh, it's just the way you feel? Okay, all right, cool. Facts don't give a doggone about your feelings. Because if that title is real and stuff, then hey, it is what it is. That's the purchase that they made with the money that they went out there and worked hard for because of the business that they understand, right? Because instead of them being company driver, they said, well, hey, I'm gonna step a little bit further. I'm gonna be an own operator. But the concept inside your mind is that well, you're an own operator, but you're always gonna be working for somebody. You ain't got the ability to do things and stuff on your own. Correct. We're going to always have people that we work for because this is a business that serves a customer base. And so we have to please our customer base in order to get those contracts. So yeah, even though I have my own business, my own truck, my own trailer, my own authority, I do have customers, and the customers are the ones that are paying the bills, of course. They're paying for a service that I render. And so the business has to be satisfactory. It can't be up to my behalf, but to the behalf of the people that I serve. So yeah, I don't have a problem having a boss. I don't have a problem having a boss. We're gonna always have a boss. But the thing is that who are you gonna be doing it for? You gonna be doing it for them or doing it for yourself? But ownership isn't important. So if it isn't important and everything, then yeah, I guess you can do it for other people, and that's okay. Just the people who decide to do it for themselves, just leave them alone because they're going to continue to progress. They're going to continue to grow. They're going to be offering up, they're going to be offering up opportunities soon and stuff like that. And hey, maybe one day if you need a job, you can go on over there and stuff, and you can work for them. So don't burn your bridges. You never know who you're going to need. I'm just saying. I mean, you over there gaining contracts and buying trucks and trailers and stuff like that, and getting his business and stuff in order. A contract can be right around the corner, and you could be home every day working for this person here, but you don't like them. Oh, just burn that bridge right on up. I guess you got to stay OTR. So, but you get what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying. The man shot himself in the foot. He shot himself in the foot. And I hate that he did that because, try to reach out to him and stuff, man, to see if there's, if we could be of any assistance. But, nah, he didn't want that. He didn't want that and stuff because, I mean, for whatever reason, I guess he thought that, was going to try to take over his business or take over his brand or whatever, or try to put him out to be something that he's not. You know, your own words and stuff did that, homeboy. Just saying. I mean, you keep on making that content. You keep on making that content and stuff, and we're gonna come right in with the science and shut everything down based upon everything that you said. So And you're more than welcome to go into my content and look and see, maybe there's some inconsistencies that's there, or maybe I contradicted myself. I seriously doubt it, but I mean, if it's there, you're more than welcome. Or you could just do what people normally do and stuff and just say, well, I just hate Red Rooster. I just hate him. And that's cool and that's all right too. Just saying, I mean, just have some science and stuff behind it. Man. What you say? I'm trying to figure out why you sucking Coco's all of a sudden. I don't get it. What are you talking about? Clarify that for me. Cause I got the view count. I got the view count over. I got it over 30 and stuff, right? Got 21 people in here, so I know I ain't got no day one. So I mean, I mean, if I got a few people and stuff that are that have some indifferences with me and stuff, you can go and put it on out there. I'm done now. I'm done now. What does that mean, Mr. Whitehead? I'm trying to figure out why you sucking cocos all of a sudden. What does that mean? Help me get an understanding. Huh? Nothing. Okay. All right. Well, come on, Mr. Whitehead. What does that mean? I'm trying to figure out why you sucking cocos all of a sudden. Oh, and if some of the other people and stuff that's in here that I mentioned, if Party Hard is here, if Party Hard is here, Trucker Red, if you in here, welcome. But see, that's how you deal with the intellectual right there. You go with that information and that's it. And so, like I said, you don't have to hit below the belt. You don't have to hit below the belt and stuff, right? You don't have to start talking about a person's features or where they live or whatever. Just their information. That's it. The information is the most important part because that's the thing that they have to stand on. Everything else and stuff is just nonsense. We don't have to do, school. We don't have to do schoolhouse stuff, right? We are grown individuals. But as I can see, there are some people that say certain things, but yet they don't want to stand behind the things that they say. So, we can't get clarification on that. And I guess I have to take it for whatever it is, right? You know, even though I'm not going to elaborate on it because, I mean, it could be a misunderstanding. Some people type things and stuff like that. But for the most part, it is what it is. So this ain't no hate on Trucker Brown. I don't hate the man at all. It's just his information, his information is to a point to where he feels that he's an authoritarian about being an own operator. When he had the opportunity to do it, I mean, things just didn't work out for him. So, you know, and that's okay. But I'm just saying for the ones that are, for the ones that are and stuff, I mean, we're going to continue to keep doing our thing. You're going to keep continue to see the videos. You're going to see the trucks and the trailers and the titles and the contracts and, even the pay stubs. You're going to see these things. because people are genuinely interested and want to do these things. They want to know, can it be done? And we're just saying, yeah, you know, we're just saying that it can, hey, it can be done. You know, there's plenty of people that are saying that they can't, but you know, the people that are saying that they can't are own operators. That's all I'm saying. The ones that say it can't be done, they're not own operators. You know, they are in some kind of position that's indifferent. You know, they are in a lease program. You know, they're in some lease program or they're a company driver, and you know, cool. That's cool. You know, how did that person make 12,000 a month on TikTok? Who are you talking about? How can you make? How did he make? How did the person make 12K a month on TikTok? I don't know. I mean, it's shit, that's non-trucker related to me and stuff. I mean, you know, I'm certainly no authoritarian. You know, when it comes to social media and how they make money on social media. You know, but yeah, that's a completely different other venue of business. But yeah, man. Yep. Let's see. Someone in the chat said that Clarissa Rankin. I'm not familiar with her. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, I seen that comment too and stuff. Wait a minute, hold up. Let me see if I can go to it right quick. Trucker Brown, he know a female driver like Clarissa Rankin. She made 12,000 a month off TikTok. Okay, yeah, that was hey, that was Brandon that posted that. Yeah, that that was Brandon that posted that. And so I mean, look, you know, hey, you know, if that, I mean, like I said, he has more, you know, he has more than enough right to speak on things, you know. Again, as long as it's opinionated, I can't, if it's opinionated, I can't really say anything about it if it's opinionated. But man, when you get up here and stuff and start, when you get up here and just simply say that it can't be done, and then folks are doing it, you know, and saying that, well, all of a sudden everybody just coming over here and coming to you about it, and yeah, I'm just throwing it in your face. No, the only reason why a person would throw it in your face is because you up here saying that it can't be done. You know, it's always a steady drumbeat of somebody saying, no, it can't be done. They ain't doing it that way. And then they show you, bam, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did it. So now explain that away. Explain that away and stuff, you know. Cause the word naysayer and stuff, that's what they used to say a lot back in the day. So I mean, just a little nod, just a little nod and stuff to, you know, just a little nod to the history. You know, the naysayers, that's where that came from. Cause usually I'm not even on I'm usually not even on that word naysayer. But that definitely what came to mind and stuff with some of the things that they used to talk about back in the day, you know, naysayers. So just give them a little bit of their own medicine. How can I be a pimp like Rob Lowe? Him and Hugh Hefner are my heroes. Just kidding. Yeah, well, you know, um, I mean, hey, when you know, when you got bad credit, right? When you got bad credit or you ain't got an understanding of the business, and usually a mixture of both, right? Somebody gonna always, you know, it's a front door that you can go into, and then there's a back door that you can go into. It's just like rent a center, you know. You can get that same furniture that they sell at the furniture store, but they're giving you 50%. They're giving you 50% interest. They give you 50% interest. You get the same furniture, but it's 50%. So I mean, hey, um, they're saying you can get that same Freightliner or that Kenworth or a Volvo, but you're gonna be paying 50% interest. You know, that same truck that if you just keep your credit and stuff straight, or for a lot of people they just don't know, or they think that they can't get it. Like, man, look, my credit ain't good enough to go over there and buy a piece of equipment and shoot, you don't even know. So you just cut yourself off. You cut yourself off before you even try. But then, hey, you can get the truck over here zero money down and stuff like that. And so I mean, he got his plan and stuff together. He been doing that for a long time, even before I got into the industry, you know. Even before I got into the industry, he was doing it. So I mean, heck, and I've been in what 20. I'm going on 21 years. So it's big business. Oh, okay, all right. I got you. I understand it. I mean, 'cause look, once it's I mean, you know, once it's done, it's done. I mean, it is what it is. It's like I said, it's opinionated. You opinionated, so that's fine. I mean, nobody's holding the feet to the fire. You got a right to feel the way you feel. It's just when you start talking about this factual information and being the authoritarian on something, and I know I keep saying that word, but yeah, hey, it is what it is. When you proclaim to be the authoritarian on this stuff, man, you can expect this type of talk. But I guess he probably ain't gonna respond to it like, oh man, this dude, he ain't got enough subscribers. He doesn't have enough subscribers for me to be worried about it. Which I'm saying, like, yeah, you should be worried. You should be worried. You should be very worried because every time you post something up, right, about the own operator thing, I'm gonna come right on back up here and say, well, hey man, where's your information to substantiate the claim? And if you can't do it, then well, what we need to hear is that, in my opinion, this how I feel. Okay, as long as it's your opinion, but you talking about fact, Jack? Like, man, nah, dude, got to call it for what it is. And the fact is that the people that you have differences with are the ones that own the equipment. They're the ones that's putting this stuff out here. So hey, don't hate, congratulate. Don't hate, congratulate. Like I said, there are people I have differences with, but at the same time, when you're doing what you're supposed to do and you doing your doggone deal and stuff, man, hey, thumbs up to you. Keep on doing your doggone thing. You know, like I said, me and Coco, we wasn't seeing eye to eye. We wasn't seeing eye to eye and stuff. On the first WTF. But the thing is that, hey, some serious mistakes and stuff have been corrected, and she's progressing and moving in the right direction, and that's the way things should be. Moving to that position of success. That's what it's about. Move to that position of success. Yeah, there's some indifferences, man, but shoot, you're doing the doggone thing. I seen what I need to see. I seen exactly what I need to see, and that's a good thing. But anyway, I guess I guess that's that and everything, man. I'm going here end on that note. Unless y'all got any kind of questions or whatever. Um, hey, Trucker Brown, if you get this and stuff, man, or anybody else for that matter, my phone information is on my YouTube page. Hit me up. I say text me first though. Text me first and stuff. Let me know that's you. let me know that's you and stuff, man, and we can get up and we can start discussing those things, and I could give you a better insight. In fact, like I said, hey, I want you to win. If you ever thinking about becoming an own operator, right? We can get you right the right way. And all it'll take and stuff is probably about an hour, maybe 2 hours and stuff, because a lot of the footwork has been done. But maybe you just need to be guided in the right direction, and so we can definitely get you there. We can definitely point you there. I practice what I preach, cause I'm in it to win it, and I want to see you win too. You know, you owe it to yourself. You definitely been in the industry long enough. I'm just saying. I mean, you know, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it the right way. I mean, if you still got the drive and the determination, you know, if you got the drive and the determination and stuff like that, I mean, hey, we go ahead and make it happen. Get you hooked up with some people and stuff, man. So you get out there and get some ownership. Get what's yours for once. Yep, you have your own truck and your own trailer. You can put that doubt and stuff to rest and say, well, yeah, hey, this what it is right here. Oh, this what it really means and stuff to be your own operator. Oh, I'm not playing no more. I'm in it to win it. This is the real game right here. This is the real biz. My phone information is right up here on my YouTube page. Get up there, hit me up. You know, if you want to talk business. But again, that's all it can be and stuff. As far as being opinionated, I mean, I can't help you. But if you want to get up here and you want to talk business and you want to get things right, and you want to be that own operator, you want to be that true own operator, and you want to win this game, hit me up. That's you and anybody else. Hit me up, man. Text me. Let me know who you are. Let me know. You text me. Let me know who you are. Let me know what it is that you want to talk about. As long as it's in the realm of trucking. If it's in the realm of trucking, I'll help you out because we deal with science over here. We're not opinionated. We're going to deal with facts. So again, facts don't care about your feelings. And so, we got to get that to rest there and stuff. You might not like it, but it is what it is. And if you're going to win, right, then you got to come to terms with that deal. When is diesel prices going to be dropping back down? They are not going to be dropping back down. They're going to be like this and stuff until at least the end of winter. So, yeah, the price is the price and stuff. Don't let nobody fool you about a diesel shortage because look, let's be real, right? When you got somebody at the wheel, right? When you got somebody at the wheel, they're not falling asleep. I mean, they got to give reports every single day about what they have, and so it's not to say, oh, we found out we ain't got but a 25-day supply. That's just what they tell us, so we can become hysteric and say, man, shoot, dude, man, we're gonna run out of fuel and stuff, and we need to kind of go into a panic. But diesel fuel prices will remain the price. It may be a little bit of an increase, but that's the way things are going to be throughout the winter. So, buckle down, get ready for the long haul because it is what it is. And so we're hoping that, 2023 can be a better year because this year certainly sucked. This year certainly sucked, man. In the realm of business, it just, man, you know, I mean, for some people and stuff, it's extremely lucrative and very profitable, But for us and the drive-in refrigerator sector, not so good. But that's okay, Again, that's just the ups and downs in business, and so we hope that 2023 can be a turnaround. We've seen these things before; they last for a while and stuff. But just like everything bad, trouble don't last always. Trouble don't last. Let me stop singing. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna sing. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. Trucker Brown, you the dude, but you gotta cut that authoritarian stuff out, man. Still a cool guy, you know. I mean, I still support you, I still support you and everything, but it's just, hey, Come on, man. Leave the own operator sector alone and stuff. But if you want to really get into it and stuff, man, I ain't got no problem in helping you. You know, and that is something that I can privatize. Poe, what's up? Nothing. I'm about to go ahead and end this broadcast for the evening. So, if y'all, like I said, contact information is up here on my page. Follow me on Instagram. Where I'm always posting up things about my 2013 Freightliner Cascadia. Let's see. Are you still running Maine? Yes, I am, unfortunately. And it's starting to snow up there. Yes, I am. I am running Maine, unfortunately, and it is what it is. You know, winter's here now, stuff. I know y'all seen the snow, so I will go ahead and get braced for it. We already in the middle of November, so ain't no point in trying to be surprised about it. All right, so I'm done this time. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, my name is that one, that only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. And as always, continue to do your own research, fact finding studies. Harness on your skills every day. Till next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy. Peace out.